What sorcery is this?
What's up, guys? My name is Phil. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. So in today's episode, we are going to be detailing this Ford Flex, and it's an exterior only service. So we're going to be trying out some new products today. So the new products we're going to be trying out today, the Apex Auto Wash and GLOSSOME Wax. Now, what's so special about these two products? Well, it's from a new company called Pheonix EOD. The EOD stands for Evolve or Die. Now, what does that mean in the detailing world? Well, if you're a regular on the channel, you know that detailing is fluid. It's always changing. The cars are changing, the surfaces on the cars and inside the cars are always changing, so a detailer has to keep up. Now, the owner of Pheonix has come out with 5 products that are really dedicated to a couple of different detailers. One is Brian from Apex Detailing. This is his auto wash, something that he had a hand in designing. And the other one is dedicated to us, GLOSSOME Wax. So this is a 9-month sealant. It's a blend of polymers and Teflon, and it is an extremely glossy and durable sealant. Now, the other products we're not going to use today because one is a compound and the other is a polish, so we're going to save those for another job, but we're going to get to use these today. Guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope you are, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss stuff. So let's go check out the car. So let's grab our 2 products and let's head to the garage. So in the garage we have the Ford Flex. So this came in last night and we're going to begin this morning on it. So let's turn on the lights, get things rolling. Here are the other products that are in the lineup. We have Papa Cut, which is a diminishing compound, and we also have Fabulous Finishing Polish. So this one is from Brian from Fab Automotive Detailing. This is one that he developed along with Pheonix. And this is from Eric from Papa Smurf. And he also had a hand in developing this product. So we all had a hand in developing these products, except for this one. I believe this one he just came out on his own. That was one of the first products. We all had a hand developing these products, and they're dedicated to us. So they're named after us. Now, we named it GLOSSOME Wax because it was kind of, you know, a word that my wife and I were always tossing around when we were working on jobs. And when a job, you know, at the end of the job, when everything looked incredibly glossy, we would always just kind of joke around and say, oh, it looks glossome. So that kind of stuck and became part of this product. So this can be applied by hand or machine. We're going to apply it with our little dual action polisher, and we'll show you the results of this stuff. But let's start with the shampoo. This is a no frills shampoo. There's really no scent to it, no colors, no dyes, no polymers. It is a pure cleaning shampoo. That is what Brian from Apex wanted. Very similar to CarPro Reset. That's one of his favorite shampoos, and it's an excellent cleaning shampoo, but it leaves nothing behind. So if you're in the market for something like that, then this may be the product for you. And if you're looking for a product that works incredibly well for mobile detailers, this product works amazingly in the full sunlight on hot vehicles. It works incredibly well. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to have a wax like this, and Pheonix was able to develop it. Now, because this is a kind of a small batch company right now, we only have these 5 products here. This is from something else, don't get that confused. He can tweak these products any which way. So if I find that I want something else from this product, in fact, I wanted to boost the scent on it. I wanted to make it smell a little bit nicer, but it's a little difficult to do that because of the gloss enhancers in here and the durable protection. It does have kind of a chemical smell to it, and it's trying to be masked by the scent. So I'm having him add a little bit more scent to this. But really, that's not a deal breaker. The fact that it is a super glossy and super durable sealant, that's really the benefit of that. So you'll see how this is applied today. So I'm going to put just a few ounces, maybe 2 ounces of the shampoo. I'm going to grab my little Max Shine measuring cup just to make sure it's accurate. An ounce is about 30 milliliters, 2 ounces is about 60 milliliters. So you know what? Maybe I'll do 1.5 ounces-ish. So around 40 milliliters. Wow, this is a really thick soap. Very, very viscous, very thick. That's pretty cool. Wow, that is super thick. All right, so that's about 16 ounces. And yep, all right, I got everything out. So I only use a little measuring cup like this to get an accurate measurement here on camera. Usually I do it by eye. I'll just put in a couple of squirts in there, but generally I stay within that 30 to 40 milliliter range. So an ounce to maybe 2 ounces, and that's about it. But having these little measuring cups, really handy. I also have a large one for filling up 32 ounce or even gallons. So measuring cups are really handy to have. Now the Ford Flex does have some issues. It actually has some pretty bad water spots here. Now, I told the owner that this service that we're doing here is not a paint enhancement, it is called our paint protection. It is a wash, clay bar, and sealant. It's one of our base exterior only services and can't guarantee water spot removal. So this is when good communication comes into play, where you want to inform your customer that things like this are not going to just come out with this service. It may or may not, and I told him it may not, but if you're okay with that, if you just want it clean and protected, you're not really worried about these spots, then we'll proceed with our scheduled service. And he agreed. So we're not doing any polishing on this. And I know this is going to bring up some questions asking, why didn't you remove the water spots? Because the customer is not paying for it, nor did he ask for it. Even though I qualified him, I talked to him, and I said, you know, I told him what the deal was, but still he didn't want to do any type of polishing or anything like that. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I am going to remove the water spots here on the hood, just to demonstrate that, but not on the rest of the vehicle. So why am I doing that? Just to show you guys on camera how to remove water spots like that. But we'll tackle those at the end of the wash. Let's begin with the wash process. We're going to use the IK Foamer, my new favorite APC rinsing tool. So we're going to rinse, we're going to foam all of the bottom portions, let that dwell for about 30 to 60 seconds. It's actually very chilly out right now. It's the beginning of November and already it is getting cold. But this bounces back and forth. Here in Virginia, it'll get cold like this, and then the next week it'll be up in the 70s and 80s again. It just bounces back and forth. But for whatever reason, this week is chilly. But we're using hot water in our buckets, and soon I will be switching out our pressure washer system to use hot water, which is going to be amazing. So stay tuned for that. Let's get started.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. Oh, I'm also going to use the Oberk wheel cleaner today, because I want to try this out. And I also want to use the tire cleaner from Geon. So this is their Q2M tire cleaner. We're going to use that on these tires.
Dorky.
Oh no, I'm rinsing from the bottom up. So nice. Yeah, it would. Ooh, nice. So initial thoughts on the soap already, it foams extremely well. So that was only about 1.5 ounces to 16 ounces of water, and I've already foamed half the vehicle and still have maybe about 13, 12 ounces or so left in here. It's pretty awesome. So I used up the entire foam cannon, so all 16 ounces, and that includes foaming up the wheel bucket. But it feels very slick, feels good. As far as cleaning power, I'm not one for using shampoos to do the cleaning for me. I use the APC rinsing. The pre-washing is the cleaning, and this is, the contact wash is going to be, yes, cleaning, but it's a very, very thin film on the paint when it gets to this point. So there's really not a lot to clean per se. It's really just using the lubrication to remove any other, light film that might be on here. And I'm using the clay pad here also, or my clay mitt, and removing any bonded bits on here. There's some tar, I think, that I'm going to have to contend with, so we'll see. But this leaves the paint nice and smooth. Will it remove water spots? If they're light, yes, but usually clay barring doesn't remove water spots, not from what I've seen. It's O'Burke's new stuff. It's a wheel cleaner and iron remover.
That come in the detail thing?
No, it came from Car Supplies.
Oh. Whew, stinky. Huh, you don't see much turning purple, do you?
No.
Or maybe it's just, I notice if it's colder, it takes longer.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I like that trick.
Mm-hmm.
Who made that?
Brian from Apex, he wanted that soap. Aaron from Pheonix says he can tweak stuff at any time. So at any time we're like, we want this changed, he'll change it. So guys, the wash process is done, and as far as deconning the clay mitt and everything, I only needed to really clay mitt back here. Back here was the worst. The rest of it, even down to the bottom sections, wasn't too bad. Even the top wasn't too bad. So we'll see if the wash and clay mitting remove the water spots. I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. But as far as the shampoo goes, amazing lubricity and staying power. I mean, look at the foam. It stays in the wheel bucket and it rinses clean. I mean, did you have a problem rinsing it?
No, it's nice.
Good. So for as foamy as it is, it rinses away clean and doesn't leave anything behind. So far, really, really nice shampoo. I am really enjoying it. The wheel cleaners worked well. So the Oberk wheel cleaner, even though it's an iron remover, well, these wheels weren't too bad, really, but it cleaned them up nicely. You can tell there was some staining in the intersections there, and now it's all clean and bright. So that worked well. Tire cleaner, that worked well. Also, I could see it pulling off the brown gunk. So yeah, those are working great. I don't know. That sounds like scientist talk. Okay, so the water spots, they're not gone, but they are drastically diminished. You see that in the light there? That's from the clay mitt. It just mars it up. But that's okay, we can fix that. But you can see when the paint is just still slightly wet, the water molecules hang around the corners of the, the edges of the water spots. So when it's wet like this, it's more pronounced. But when it dries, I mean, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Maybe what we'll do is this. Let's test out a few things. This guy says he's a serious cash buyer.
Okay, bring it. Right now.
Says he wanted to buy it for his wife.
No, you can't have it.
13 grand?
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Holy moly.
What's that?
Wow. Fabulous finishing polish.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Huh. Okay. That's just the finishing polish. Okay, guys, I'm doing this just as a test because I want to play with the polishes. Here's before. Let's see, I'll get my finger out of the way because it wants to focus on it. And here's after. Wow. That's just the fabulous finishing polish. If I was to use the Papa Cut, I bet it would like clear it up almost 100%. That's incredible. That is truly incredible. So for paint enhancement, that's what you could use. I mean, that didn't take long at all. and it removed or reduced the water spots. Didn't completely remove them because they're actually pretty bad still. There's still little light spots remaining. But what do you think, guys? That's just residue I need to wipe off. But that's incredible. All right. That is awesome. I'm very, very impressed with that. Now I just want to use Papa Cut just to try it out. The finishing polish smells even better. It smells like cherry. Like, oh, that smells nice. Okay, I can't help it. I have to try out the Papa Cut. Just to experiment. Just to try it. I don't know, this customer is getting a lot more than what he's paying for, but I'm doing it for the sake of the new products because I'm so excited and I want to use them. Now, I am using the same pad, so don't worry about that. There's just a little bit of residue from the finishing polish in there. What sorcery is this? Wow. Huh. So this is a diminishing abrasive. It does finish down really well, but you can see it's a little bit hazy. You can see the trails, just a little bit, but that will come out like that with the fabulous finishing polish easily. Look, just a few slow passes. And that's just with an orange pad. If I kick that up to a microfiber pad, we're talking about some serious correction. I'm thinking 90, 95 plus. We may have some deeper things there that will attack, that we would have to attack. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. But look. So it gets out a little bit more. You have these little finer lines here. So it does get out a little bit more. And look at that. But you can see it's just the slightest haze, but still. Now, if you're using a microfiber cutting pad, or if I was using one, it would definitely leave a lot more hazing. I'm pretty sure of that. This paint, I think, is on the softer side. But that is truly incredible. Okay, so these are formulated incredibly well. I am very, very happy with this. Man, if we were doing a paint enhancement on this, all I would need is the finishing polish. If they didn't want ceramic coatings, this would be my team right here. So I would wash it, polish it, protect it, final protection layer, topper, whatever, and maintain it with that. And this I would reserve for paint corrections or heavier scratch removal, cutting, things like that. You could use this as a paint enhancement or a one-step also. Depends on the paint. But man, this stuff alone on this job on a paint enhancement is nuts. It is incredible. All right, I'm going to finish doing just the hood and then I'll begin waxing. But just to give you an idea of how these products are working already, that's it, guys. That is incredible. So yeah, I'll go back and finish this with a fabulous polish, but unreal. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah. Why are you doing the McDonald's thing?
I don't know. Not sponsored by McDonald's in any way, even though I wish I was. Wow. Okay. These are so nice. Now, to be honest, the wipe off is a teeny bit grabby, but it's just like the initial layer, and then it's nice. It's super slick. It feels really good. But man, this side right here, I compounded and polished, it looks so good. There's still some deeper stuff because it's just an orange pad. Oh, I love that. I wish I was polishing this whole vehicle. And I'm using very little. I'm not overdoing it here. I will clean the pad out in just a moment. I'll do it after this pass. But it doesn't gum up the pads that badly, and just use very, very little. This is the Fabulous polish. Water spots, you never had a chance. I was going to use a water spot remover, and then I just didn't. Wow.
Didn't need to. Wow. That looks perfect.
Uh-huh. It looks amazing. Looks amazing. Okay, that's enough polishing. I'm not going to go anymore. Just the hood, and basically to demonstrate what this stuff can do, and to show the customer what his vehicle could look like if we were to give it a paint enhancement. Sometimes I do that to kind of give them just a little taste of what we can do. Sometimes it works, but you know, we'll see if this customer wants to go any further. But sometimes people just want a wash and protection, and that's it. So. But that is fabulously polished right there. That is just the polish. Of course, over here we did the cut and everything, but I mean, I was able to get the same results all the way through. So, yep, if you want to quickly polish your vehicle, depending on your paint, of course, this is softer paint. But if your paint is a little harder, you'll probably have to bump it up to Papa Cut and an orange pad. Experiment. Try different polishes out and see which one works for you. Why'd I say that weird? For you. Show me what you're using. Really great.
Lithium. Natural, whatever that means.
I think it just means natural finish. Even though it's a solvent based, I don't think it's going to be like a high shine. Don't spray yourself in the face. You can mush it into the letters too. Yeah, there you go. Mush it.
Smells like grapes.
Uh-huh, it smells nice.
Wheelie great. Wheelie great.
It smells nice too.
Uh-huh.
I can't describe the smell. The scent. Kind of tropical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, the wheelie grate does kind of leave a nice finish. I think that'll probably dry down more to a natural finish. And then we're using Titan, Pheonix Titan on the wheels. Ooh, yeah. That looks nifty. Nifty. Awesome. All right. Oh yeah, I can tell. It's starting to dry down. I like that finish. So that's the new wheelie grate from Lithium. This can be used on trim also. So now it's time for the GLOSSOME wax. I'm going to apply it with my little handheld cordless Batoka polisher with the 6-inch pad. And I'm going to put that much for now. That's nice. It spreads very, very far. That got about half the hood. Actually, a little bit more than half the hood. And still going. What you can do is also, when you're getting towards the end, press it on to the paint like that. And it and it pushes more out. There. So with just that small application, I was able to do the entire hood. Nice, even, thin application. I'll add just a little bit more. What I like about this little cordless polisher, just for a wax spreader, I don't use it for polishing or anything, is that I can just operate it with one hand. And it's nice and light and fairly quiet. No, wait a moment. I want to get that on film. I want to get that on film. Man, this thing really does need a polish. It is bad. Okay, so it has been, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes. Let's just do a little test here and see if it comes off well enough. First wipe seems a little smeary. Maybe, well, you know what? I probably over-applied it too. Oh, okay. And once you flip it, now it's really nice. Oh yeah, and that is super, super slick. So if you do have a little trouble removing it, you know, high durability products have some pretty tough ingredients in them, and sometimes it just takes a little bit to remove. Oh wow, that looks nice.
I got a brand new towel.
Okay, yep. So good. If you need a little bit of help, you can use the Titan spray and just mist it. But
Oh yeah. I think that's
maybe it's just the towel.
towel.
Yeah. So a nice fresh towel would be better. Here's the wipe off. And very, very nice. Nice and clean. Oh man, that looks so good.
super.
It's super what? GLOSSOME? It is GLOSSOME. Whoa. Yeah, that's awesome. No, it's GLOSSOME. My towel got stuck in the edge here and I almost dropped it. Man, that is so nice. It is extremely slick. We'll just go through and remove all of the residue. And then we'll check it with lights, make sure it's all good before we hand it off to the customer. That's just a good practice. Always go through, double check it, triple check it with lights. Just make sure all the areas are hit. There's little areas like in here and under there, and those little areas sometimes just get missed. So make sure to hit them as you're going through. But look how bad the paint is everywhere else. Oh, it's horrible. I know. I'm sure some of you are going to say, no, you should have polished it. Yeah, if the customer's paying us, but I just did the hood for demonstration purposes and I wanted to play with the new products. But, oh, the rest of it is just so bad. It hurts. It hurts to let it go like this, but you got to give what the customer is paying for. Yep. So the longer this stuff sits, the easier it is to remove. And I know some people, especially mobile detailers, you can't wait that long. You can't be waiting, 45 minutes or half an hour even can eat up your profit margin. So if you're mobile and you're doing this outside, the sun is going to cure things a little bit faster. So you can use this in the full sunlight and heat, and it will cure faster, and you can wipe it sooner. And you really shouldn't have any problems. And again, if you do, use a little bit of the Titan and or whatever quick detailer you want. But all these products are formulated to work together. So using them together, you get the best results. Final touch is just doing a quick little layer of Titan on top. You don't have to do this. This is optional. But if you have any little smearing, then you can use this to remedy that. So one mist, that's it. And then just lightly apply. Oh yeah, it gets rid of any of the light smearing that you might have. And oh, it's just a nice final, touch to the detail. It smells nice, and it creates that little extra layer of gloss and protection. And use this to maintain it. So every month, every other month, or whatever, or every wash, just a mist while it's wet, use it as a drying aid. Yeah, it's a great all-around hybrid detailer to use for pretty much everything. Remember, a little goes a long way. Don't overuse any of the products. If you see smearing, it's because it's being a little over applied. So don't worry about that, because that type of stuff will evaporate. It'll go away. I'm also going to use this on the windshield to clean it and add some protection to the windshield, some hydrophobic abilities. So this can be used as a glass cleaner as well. Does a great job, and it leaves the glass nice and slick. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Perfect. I wouldn't use this on the interior of the glass unless you want to dilute it. Like, you can probably dilute it maybe 1 to 10 for interior glass, and then it should be okay. But I think the polymers in it might give you a little bit of an issue on the inside of the glass. But give it a try, see if it works for you. And then if it's just too much, you can either just use a spritz of water or a damp towel to clean the inside of the glass, and then just a tiny spritz of the Titan, or dilute it in a separate bottle, 1 to 10, and use it on the interior glass. But for products like this, it's a unique product. You can use it almost everywhere inside too. It's like a quick detailing conditioner. So you can use it on dashboards and seats and interior controls and the screens and all of that stuff, and makes things smell nice in there, and just kind of cleans everything and protects everything. And use it like an interior quick detailer. So that's what you can use this stuff for as well. So pretty versatile product. Okay, some bonus footage, guys. I know. I'm not doing anything on the interior here for the customer. I'm doing this for the sake of the tools and the products that we have. So this tool here is the Fur-EEL Pro. This came in the this month's, the November glove box detail. And this is a vacuum tool. So this one is a permanent one that you can use, and then you can put the Fur-EEL dog hair remover on the tip here. So we do have some dog hair. GoPro, start recording. With some GoPro action here, we'll show you. We do have some dog hair. And if we lift the mat, oh, that's actually not too bad under the mat there. It's not too bad there too. So I'll show you here how it removes, and I'll also show you on the other side. This vehicle does have some dog hair. So just a quick demonstration of how this tool works. So this is with the Fur-EEL, and that makes quick work of the dog hair. True, the carpet in here is actually pretty nice, It's very forgiving. But yeah, it still does a good job of removing that dog hair. Now for in here, you can use the other little skinny grout brush that I like to use, or even your fingers. If you have gloves on, it helps. But this does get into those corners really well. Now you can even take the tip off here and just use this tool. And that also does a good job of just general vacuuming. But yeah, not bad at all. So these teeth work really well to grab the hair. And it's a nice narrow tool. Nice design. As I always say, with any type of dog hair removal, you need a plethora of tools. You can't just rely on one tool. You need a bunch, because you're going to encounter different carpets, different situations. One tool is not enough. If you can get away with just one tool, great. But as a professional, you're going to realize all the different vehicles you're going to do. You're going to come across all sorts of different situations. You need different tools. So we have the back center area here. Again, not a horrible amount of dog hair, but enough. This would definitely be an amount that I would charge a little extra for, like $25 extra. Because it might be light, but it's everywhere, and you just have to get every square inch of it. This, however, is getting the job done quickly. Very, very nice design, I have to say. Wow. Yeah, okay, granted this was an easy job, but I think it really does a good job of removing the dog hair. So it makes a potentially annoying dog hair removal job slightly more tolerable. Now you can use it on the seats as well. Fabric seats would be great, but you can use it on the leather seats also, and it works. Can you tell that I don't know when to stop? Again, it's just for demonstration purposes, but I'm just going to clean the bottom seat of the leather here. So I'm going to use the Adams All-Purpose Interior Cleaning Gel. This also came in the November glove box, as well as the Detail Firm leather cream, as well as the microfiber here that has a little bit of an aggressive weave to it, and the little applicator. So just for this area, and again, this stuff is strong. I made a little Instagram post and on Facebook talking about that, and a fellow detailer said that it is a strong product. So it foams, which is nice, but I'm only going to use this in a little area down here first, just to make sure that it's okay. Okay, seems to be pulling off dirt, so that's good. And let it dry, make sure it's not pulling any color. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so you can use a little bit more and clean sections at a time. This stuff smells really nice. And can you see the dirt on there? Let's turn this down a little bit so you can see the dirt. It's not the dye coming off or anything. It feels good. That's just dirt. It looks really nice. It kind of removes that oil, the shininess and the oil, any grease buildup, and it leaves a nice fresh matte finish. Cool. Okay, so cleaning done. You can use this on leather, vinyl, all of that. It's made more for leathers and plastics and vinyls, not necessarily textiles. So use it for this stuff. Then we're going to use the Detail Firm leather cream. This stuff is really nice. I love the packaging. Awesome. Now, if you're worried about perforations, what you can do is spread the product out here. That way you're not just mushing it into the perforations. And start on the outer edge. And then you can do the inside. Because you don't want to have a buildup, whoops, of the leather cream or any conditioner inside the perforations. That's not necessarily good, but it's not going to hurt anything. It's not really going to harm anything. It could just dry up and kind of crust there, and then you got to blow it out later. That sounded really gross. But yeah, you want to mush it into the pad, work around the areas that don't have perforations, and then you can go into the perforated area. So I know this looks very glossy at first, but it's just because it's initial application. We'll let it sit for a few minutes, come back and wipe it with a nice clean microfiber. All right, so let it absorb, come back, wipe it down with a nice clean towel, and man, it looks so good. It feels nice and slick, like leather should be. I like that feeling. I like it when it's clean and kind of slippery feeling. And it doesn't look super glossy. It just looks nice and natural, the way leather should be. Beautiful. And this stuff smells nice too. So really, really nice products. So that is as far as I am going to demonstrate for the interior. I know it looks bad, but let's just shut that, and what we don't see doesn't hurt us. All right, so the rest of the vehicle is looking incredible. Look how glossy it is. So guys, tons of products that we use today. New stuff. Very, very happy with everything. The performance of everything is just top notch. Loving it. So you saw we just did a little bit of the interior. This is strong stuff. Always do a test spot. But vinyl, leather, plastics, this stuff is a nice cleaner. Leather cream from Detail Firm. Very nice boutique-y products. The wheelie grate, natural finish we use in the tires. And then of course the range of Pheonix products. The shampoo, we had the Papa-Cut Fabulous Polish, our GLOSSOME wax, and then Titan to finish it all off. 5 products from an incredible company rising from the ashes, Pheonix. So Aaron from Pheonix, all the guys, Brian from Apex, Eric from Papa-Cut, Brian from Fabulous, us, and then Titan is one of their first products to come out from that line. Awesome stuff. So if you want to pick up any of these products, check out the links down below. If I don't have them there yet, it means I don't have the links for them yet, but come back to the video later on and I will have links. You'll see these products being used throughout our videos. For the glove box, if you want these products, then check out the link down below. You can get your first detail glove box for 20% off your first box. And we also are doing a giveaway, so check out that video up there. I'm going to try to get this video out as soon as possible. I am recording it today. It is November 4th. I'm going to try to get this video out by tomorrow, actually, by Friday the 5th. That way you can get a glimpse of all the products that we use today. And also for the glove box, you can also get any of these products here and get discounts on them. So check out that giveaway video and enter to win. And if you just don't want to win any of that stuff or you don't care, at least you can pick up any of these products and get discounts on them. So go check that out. So guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of information packed into this episode. And even though we only did an exterior only on this vehicle, I went a little bit beyond to show you guys the products because that's what I like to do. So the customer actually got just a little bit extra for this job. So they'll appreciate that, of course. But you know, when you're running a business like this, you can choose what you need to do for any given customer. If you feel like going a little bit further because you feel like you have a good relationship built with the customer, then that's your choice to do so. So you figure that out for yourself and you balance it between the amount of money that you're making and if you want to see that customer again. And don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss stuff. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week. Take care.